Chennai, madam. Almost
Chandrasekhar ji, namaskar. It's nice to have you
So
around.
nice to see
Namaste.
you. So nice to see you.
Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
nice to see you. Yeah.
I should say thank you to you all. The prayers have really made me healthy from the hospital to come out.
Yeah.
The
So
oxygen
glad
was
that you're
low.
glad.
Within 2 days, I picked it up. They were telling around 10 to 15 days to be admitted there. But within 2 days, it improved a lot and they discharged me.
Wow, wow.
All Guruji's blessings. Guruji's blessings.
Guruji's blessings, right.
Correct.
Thank you, Chandrasekhar ji. Chandrasekhar ji, would you like to speak today?
I've prepared. I'll speak.
Yeah, you can speak. Yeah, you can speak. Yeah.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om. There's two things what Guruji has explained, and that is the initial thing is asatya and asatya. Satya which is existed and asatya which is not existed. Whatever we see is existed, and other thing is not existed. And in between satya and asatya is nitya. Nitya is the thing where we experience, but it's not where we experience. And we cannot feel the experience. That is nitya. Like we see many things, but we cannot experience. And existence of the space in between two chairs is sat. Like there's a space everywhere, and that Guruji explained as sat. Is it okay if I can speak a little slowly? It will get exhausted.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
It's a bit too much of exhaustion.
We have a lot of time. Yeah.
Fine. And there are three parts like where we feel experienced. Like one is the deep sleep, other is the dream state, other is the waking up state. And in the three states, it's nitya. It's not satya because nitya is experience and we cannot feel. In the dream sleep, we cannot feel what is there. And in the deep sleep, neither waking state is there nor the dream state is there. But when waking up, through the sense organ and the mind, we see the world, which is nitya again, which is not felt during the dream state as well as the deep sleep state. And as per the Guruji, what explained to us, world is Leela according to this. And a 3D and explain Nitya as a 3D movie show in a bigger way, which has got and Guruji has clearly told us it's not a 3D, it's a 7D, including the sense organs and the other things put together. It's what we see the world and other things, planets, everything is a 7D show like for us. We see but we experience it, but we cannot feel it because of different states of mind at different states of our being. Sorry. And mind and sense organs shows us the world, and through sense organs the mind interprets, and we interpret the sense organs and see the world, experience different things. My experience will be different and others' experience will be different. And we cannot say everything is Satya. And based on the experience, and that is Nitya. Because I may be in the same room, I may be feeling cold. My daughter might be feeling very hot. The temperature, the air is there. And that is Nitya. Nitya, because it's not uniform or it's not existent. So, and we are feeling through our mind and sense organs, and which is limited. The limitations of our mind and sense organs are nitya, and the only satya is our atma. The atma doesn't feel anything, which is there even in all the states like dreaming, deep sleep, as well as the waking state. Atma is there. Wherever atma is there, that is the self. That is the divine. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
so much. I have one question.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it is actually the experience we say it is real also, but experience is an object also, because the knower behind the experience is there. So experience in itself becomes an object. So, but we always feel the experience. So experience also then connects us to Atma. So what would we say? Experience is real or experience is not real?
Experience is real, madam. Experience is real. Through we experience through our sense organs and through our mind. There's an experience, but we cannot feel it. That is factual. That is experience is nitya, because through sense organs we feel it. Through mind and when we go to we see experience something which is far, which is there. But when we go there, which is not there. That is a reality. That is factual. That is satya, and the experience is nitya. Like Guruji had explained the water in the desert and other things. As an example,
Yeah, nicely said.
He's yet to speak. He's taking a break because he cannot.
It's
that's
okay.
it.
No problem, sir. You have done really well for a new guy. We are all old in this spiritual thing. We have heard many of Guruji's classes.
Actually, Chandrasekhar ji, I remember that you had asked one thing, you know, am I audible? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
You had asked one thing, you know, when you were in the hospital, you asked, I want to listen to, you know, something which is related to death experiences or something like that, which Guruji has spoken. Now that, you know, everything has changed, you know, with God's grace. I mean, actually, I think that, you know, you have an experience of what happens to the human mind when such a thing is there, you know, just haunting at your doorstep. I think that this is a real example you can give, sir. Can you, if you don't mind, if you're okay, can you speak about this, please?
It's a great question.
Now, what has happened? I was infected with COVID and was admitted to the nearest hospital, but it got severe. And looking at me, my mom was also very much attached to me. She got panicked, and the oxygen level came down a little bit 70, 75. She's around 78 years old. And both of them got admitted in the same hospital. Luckily, we got beds in Akash Hospital, and she was admitted in ICU, and I got admitted in Deluxe ward there on oxygen support, external oxygen support. And my oxygen level came to around 35, 40 when oxygen wasn't there, and I should be on oxygen every time there. And my condition was very critical. And the next day she expired. I didn't know actually. And no one told me. And no one told me also. And no one told me also that she expired. And my elder brother-in-law who took the initiate, and he did all the karma sort of and all the karyas. He took her to the mortuary, got cremated, and took the ashes in the Singapatna, and 13 day puja he has done in the house with my son. He's 7 years old. Until that day, they didn't tell me. And on that day, they told like, I'll bring the punya water, you sprinkle on it. Then I came to know. At that time was a little better than earlier. Then immediately I sent a message to Madam. Madam, this thing I want to know about the death and other things to come out of this, because my mother I've seen. I'm today here because my mother. We have seen ups and downs, but my mother has a bold step. She stood behind us and led us here. And seeing at the last moment and doing anything as a single son, being a single son, I felt little some bad I've done or some karmas of my bad, my thing I could not do anything for my mother at the last moment. And then I thought like let me pray and like send a message so something is that I can come out. And unluckily the madam has spoken in sudden Guruji and Guruji at that 10:30 Guruji called me up and asked me, then Guruji told me to go to Catholic Church, and which is really helping me a lot. And till now I just completed 22 days. I keep repeatedly doing that. I go to 7 days again, go back to. I am trying to understand a lot by hearing again and again. Even today's episode also I was almost twice or thrice because I have to understand a lot.
I actually, I felt that, you have the real experience of whatever we are listening to. That's why, it makes really, I mean, for us to know, how you feel after listening and connecting to your real life experience, that is more important. And, nothing can be a best example for us. We can keep on talking about, all these theories, but how did it help you? Really, I want to know that, sir. What stability it gave you?
Well, the stability is the faith on the Guru has really helped me a lot, man. Because from 1990s, I was praying to one of my Guru by name Rayaru, who stays in Laksana, but he no more. But he's in Avadutta, and he used to tell he was not preaching or anything. He used to go there and loving them affectionately. It's a small village, very far from Doddaballapura, almost 50 kilometers from Doddaballapur. But he should tell us how we should live, what are the things. Even meditation also he told us many things. He was telling us, you do meditation, right? Dhyana martira. ಧ್ಯಾನ ನೀನ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಮನೇಲಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಧ್ಯಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯ, ನಿನ್ ತಂಗಿ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ನಮ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ, ನೀನ್ ಧ್ಯಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತಿರ್ತೆ, ಒಂದಿನ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, 2 ದಿನ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಹಂಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಧ್ಯಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತಿದ್ರೆ ಮನ್ಸು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ನೀನ್ ಧ್ಯಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಫಲ ಏನ್ ಬಂತು? You do meditation when no one are disturbed, and you should teach us like that, and very simple, and we should sleep everything, and we should teach us and show us life, how to accept things in life. And that's how every time, every week or everything we used to be there. It's most of the time. Even so much link now. We have a Vrindavan there after youth, and every first Saturday, second Saturday we do Smarana like Vishnu Sahasranam and other things with small group of devotees joining. And that's the thing, and where he taught all Gurus are one. You accept everything, and that's how I think Rayaru has given me Prabhuji also to teach me and to take me to the next level, and that's how I'm blessed. Because I see my Rayaru in that. You can see my DP of the WhatsApp.
Yes.
My Rayaru is there.
Yes. So.
And
Sheetalji.
Yeah.
There is one YouTube video of Sadhguru in YouTube Watch. He goes to one vegetable market, it seems. There he recognizes one Jaggi Vastav. Yes. He recognizes someone as a evolved one or enlightened. Then he is surprised, how come you are here selling vegetables? And that guy says that he was in a hospital and he was ill from long time. Then they shifted him to the hospital, and in the hospital he is like he's completely given up, and he was supposed to die in 1 or 2 days kind of a situation. And but this guy is not dying only. So what this guy was doing is waiting for the death. Now everything is over. He said all the goodbyes and all. And even after a couple of days, his family members also stopped coming because this guy is not dying. He's supposed to die, but that is not happening. Then this went on for many days, it seems, for months. Then what they did is, this guy is not recovering. There is kind of no chance, but he's not dying also. They, instead of wasting a bed to him, they put him in a corner, it seems. No bed also. But miraculously, this guy recovered, it seems. But it took him some months or a year or something. But when he recovered, he had no kind of attachment to the family or anything. He just left because they were already in a state that this guy is dead and he's no more coming back. So when he went there, he was like out of the group, kind of a, and that time, by naturally, see, this happened to Ramana Maharshi also. When he saw the death in the family or something, he went and sat and thought that I'm dying. We can try this also. There is this meditation where you just lie down, let loose completely, and think that death is coming. Just observe what happens. It's a great experience. But this is not the right time, probably, because so many deaths are happening around. But one day try it.
That meditation, what
Yeah, I had also
Not
seen
for you,
this.
of course. You forget about it. I've been there, really.
Yeah, I had also
meditation
seen this
also,
Sadhguru's video. This is my understanding. The gentleman said the pain
Yeah.
was so intense that he rose to that pain, and which gave him a sense of enlightenment. So the pain being so intense, so that was something he felt, that he transcended his body, mind, and intellect.
You also
Yes.
seen that video, Sheetalji? Oh, yeah, nice.
I have seen it.
Correct.
being in the state, like we are in the borderline, death and life, and the only thing is the breathe. The amount of air we take in was so difficult. It is a small fraction of second. It will tell us we are going that side or this. And every
Yeah.
time with the breath, it's life is completely different. It shows like how difficult it was.
Life is very, very delicate. Yeah. People don't realize it. I have seen people who have drowned in places, and it doesn't take much. You go down in the water, you take half breath inside the water, that's it. Or you hold it little too long, you lose consciousness. Life is really, really delicate in that balance, right? When it comes there, it can go either way, this way or that way also. So that delicate it is.
It was really like the heart was pumping about 150, 160 when the oximeter, and the breath was so fast. And the
Yeah.
3 days or 4 days, the initial stage. Later on, slowly recovered after actually speaking with Madam Prabhuji has done and recovery started. Till then, it was something like it was a constant. The antibiotics haven't changed, and it was not working. And luckily, they consulted one more professor, and he changed the antibiotics the same day. After prayer, all these things have started happening.
What I
And
felt, yeah, I mean, on that night, I really tell you what I felt was, he was critical actually, okay, but he said
Yeah.
he wants to, understand Atma Gnana, and I understood one thing. Once a being knows that he has to realize himself, then there is a grace. I suddenly
Yeah.
felt it. And I said, this is true grace, which I really saw. After that, immediately, day after day, he started to progress, because his self wanted to recognize itself. Till then,
Correct.
he has got the grace. And you have to fulfill that now.
Yeah, responsibility, sir.
yes,
Yes. Okay.
True.
So,
surrendering is responsibility. No.
yes. So let me summarize a bit, so that we are taking home whatever we have discussed today. So we have got to know that the body is changing, it is getting old, and this we understand by Nitya Anitya Viveka. Then we understand that there are the changes in the body. It starts when we take birth, then we mature, then growth happens, then aging happens, decaying happens, then ultimately death happens. These stages, what the body undergoes, the witness, that is the awareness, is the one which is, you know, aware of all this happening. So I am not the body. I am the one who knows that all these changes are happening to the body, which is given to me to experience. That's it. Then now we'll go into the prakriyas which were said. What were the prakriyas which were told by Gurudeva was, first was the Nitya Anitya Viveka, when we have to understand the Satya and the Mithya. The second was the Atma Anatma Viveka, that is what is the subject, what is the object, and how we are connecting the experience of the subject and the object, and how this threefold illusion is eradicated through the Atma Anatma Viveka. Then we come to the three-state analysis, that is the Avasthatraya Prakriya, where we see that in the waking state, in the dream state, and in the deep sleep state, it so happens that the body is actually going through a lot of visualization, or going through a lot of scenes are changing every second. But in the deep sleep state, we understand that the body is not to be experienced. Where does it go actually? It means to say that the awareness is still there. Even the body is not there, the awareness is there. But we come to know it through body, but it does not mean that without body we are not awareness. No, without body also we are awareness. But we have got an instrument which will give us the ease to recognize it. So the Satya and the Mithya, that is, what is Satya? In the Vedanta, Sriman Narayana, who is, in his eternal sleep, is said to be the Satya. He is the only Satya. Then the world which he projects out of his Yogamaya, that is his dream. Yogamaya is Sriman Narayana's dream. This we call it as Mithya. Why do we call it as Mithya? Is because it is dependent on the Satya, that is the unmanifest. It depends on Sriman Narayana's projection. It is not having its independent astitva, or it does not have its independent identity. The world is Mithya, but it is real. There is a difference between reality and Mithya. That has been said that the Mithya is dependent on the eternal existence that we call in Vedanta as Sriman Narayana. Mithya is there, but it is not independent. Then what the last thing is the Jada and the Chaitanya. The Satchitananda, what we speak about, the Sat is the existence, the Chit is the consciousness, and the Ananda is the blissfulness. The Sat and the Chit are there in plants, in stone, everywhere. But the Ananda part of it is only always there with us, which is our real self, and it can be recognized by understanding the Veda Matas, Apta Vakyas through scriptures. What Guruji gives us, he gives us in a very subtle forms, wherein he gives pointers. He uses prakriyas, how to understand that my nature is bliss. I don't have to do something to attain that. I have to just understand that I am blissful. So this is the summary of this video.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We have some more time. If anybody wants to, really share something, which is, you think that, is very close to you, you may please, like Lakshmi ji wants to say something, she can say something. Yeah.
Sheetalji, what you
Yeah.
said is,
Yeah.
is there. It cannot be said like that. It appears to be there functionally. That is the most you can say about it.
Yes.
What is there now will not be there tomorrow, but you cannot say that it's real or it's okay. Doesn't matter much. Very small difference, but just
No. Yeah, I'll tell you. As you said, the real is different from the truth. So what the reality is there, you can experience. You experience the pain, pleasure, everything. What I meant to say was, okay, the mithya is actually dependent on the satya. Is that only the it is does not have an independent entity. That's the only
it is
clarity we have to
Satya
understand.
only. It is Satya only appearing like that, you can say. It's not separate from Satya. So
Yeah, it's not separate from satya. Yeah, it is not separate from satya. But that's why, when we just go on, doing all the Shravana Manana, we come to know that the real, that is the satya and the mithya are mutually, a part of each other. We come to know that in Nididhyasana.
Yeah,
And
at the
there
end,
is,
it said that Sarvam Khalid Brahma,
Yeah.
like the whole thing is Brahma only.
it happens.
Because it is the manifestation of the Brahma only.
Correct. Yes.
it is.
As you said, it is appearance only. Yes, the word is an appearance, 100%. The word which you have used, I am with you in this. There is no two, thoughts about this. 100%. It's an appearance.
It is that state, right? It has to be your experience. Anything secondhand doesn't work. When you experience it, you kind of see through everything they say, no? It's like that, you see that only from that, right? But in this, you see this body and mind functioning also. It encompasses everything. It's kind of hard to explain. In that, this death and birth also included. It doesn't matter. It's like it's bigger than that. When Chandrasekharji was explaining, he was saying 7D, right? It is more D's. We can't comprehend it. We can't comprehend that. So in that, so many D's, this is small part. Like when we see it, right? Now I am seeing, it's like scientists say it's hardly 2% of my 360. So in that, right, this life, if I'm speaking now, is, to me, it feels like a very small part. That's why the values, they don't have any weightage. Everything becomes so silly. Whatever happens is okay. Even the death also, it will not make much of a difference if this body is there or not there. You have seen it already. When you see it already, what is the state when the body is not there clearly again and again, then there is no fear to you at all. It's called, there is this abhaya, nirbhaya, and bhaya, of course, right? It's like the mithya, satya, satya. In this, there is bhaya, fear, you either fight or run away, or nirbhaya, where you suppress your fear. And then there is this third state where you don't have the fear itself. This is what happened when Buddha met Angulimala. Angulimala was shocked when this guy is walking. There is no ounce, there is no microscopic thing of fear in him at all. He's just walking as if he is, the story was that he's waiting for the last guy. 99 is over 100 guy type of. So when he comes, okay, Buddha says, please don't talk to me. If you talk to me, you will be in the, in the confusion. So please first kill me, then do your thing, then you'll be okay. Now, if a guy who comes like this, no, that is when the whole the transformation or the whatever of the other guy happens. So what was I saying? It was going on and on. Anyone else has something else to share? I'm sorry.
There are things, which the Vedanta is giving us, like these are the things which, which will be dissolved in us. It will be an experience one or the other day to each and every person. We don't have to even think about this. It will be an experience for everybody.
Might take lifetimes also, but
be.
you have to go there.
It will be, but yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean, and you know what? At the end of the day, as Gurudeva says, see, finally, once we are coming into the Gnana Marga, it is totally, taken care of. That is, some things will not be able to speak by words, definitely, and it is nirarthaka to be actually, speaking about some things which will happen eventually for everybody.
No, it's okay. You have to do your best. That is what Jnanis do. They try to, with the different angles, they try to keep on explaining so that you'll receive something somewhere where it was required to you, wherever you are. That helps. It's okay. Doing unnecessary things, wasting out a precious life in the silly things, this is much higher than that. So effort is very good. At least this
The
trying to
Chintana,
talk
yeah.
about truth is.
Yeah, the Chintana, what is happening here is actually very, very valuable. It shows us that, how much, actually the greatest thing what I learn here, I can speak about me because I have experienced this. The greatest thing what I learn here is what it is to have Shraddha, what it is to have Saburi, what it is to have patience, what it is to just, live by the word. It is a great experience that everybody may have. And thank you so much, everybody, for enriching each and everybody, every single session. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much.
It's okay. It's no big deal. We are just having fun. What is there? Big deal.
Thank you so much, Shikarji and others also. It was really a very good session, and thank you, Chandrasekharji.
Thank you. Yeah. Take care, Chandrasekharji. We'll see you next Sunday, everybody. Hari Om. I'll chant the shloka. Nanu nanembudu nanalla ideha manabuddhi nanalla Sachidanandatma Shivananu nane Shivoham 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 Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Loka Samastha Sukhino Bhavantu. Thank you so much. See you next Sunday, everybody. Take care.
Thank you all, Atma Jyotis. Thank you.
Thank you. Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.